السلام عليكم، يعطيكم العافية. أنا الدكتور محمود حماد. خلينا نكمل موضوع ال Language Integrated Query أو اللينك. مراجعة خفيفة. حكينا عن المين concept of link، حكينا عن 3 parts في اللينك. كتبنا كود to create و execute اللينك query. حكينا عن where select order by keywords. بعدين حكينا عن let keyword وال getting or querying data from multiple data sources. في المحاضرة الماضية حكينا عن ال I enumerable. حكينا because the data type of the query is I enumerable or because the link query is an I enumerable object, we get all of the methods that are implemented in the enumerable class. So enumerable is a full class or complete class that's implemented and has various methods. المحاضرة الماضية تعرفنا على count, any, first, last and distinct. اليوم راح نتعرف على كمان more extension methods. So اليوم راح نتعرف على where, skip, zip. اوكي. هنا نروح على الكود. نرجع للكود تاعنا query numbers. المرة الماضية تعرفنا حكينا في ال query numbers. هنا في عنا حكينا عن الكاونت، مراجعة خفيفة. حكينا عن الكاونت اللي هي number of elements returned in this after executing this link query. حكينا عن first, last, first element returned, last element returned. وحكينا عن حكينا عن الأني. حكينا الأني it takes a condition وبتشيك إنه هذا condition is true or false in the items or the elements inside this link query or inside this collection, وبترجع لنا true or false. Okay, so for example this one was returned true because we have we had elements that are greater than 50. this one returned false. واخر شيء تعرفنا على ال distinct. فحكينا انه we only need to return the distinct numbers instead of repeated numbers. فهاي رجعت لنا only the distinct even numbers. Okay, because the query هاي Q1 بترجع even numbers. Okay, بس زي ما شفنا ان له number 4 مكرر اكثر من مرة فرجعت لنا اكثر مرة. فالديستنكت بترجع لنا only 1 4 يعني unique numbers. Okay. alright. قبل ما نبدأ في ال more extension methods أو ال new extension methods، حابب أنوه هون إنه لما نعمل for each statement we execute the link query. okay. إذا بعمل هون مباشرة بحكي q1.count. لاحظ إنه في المحاضرة الماضية إحنا نفذنا ال count, first, last, any, distinct after we already executed the link query. okay. هذا بس لو انه احنا نفذنا ال count before we execute ال for each statement بزبط معنا ولا لا؟ هون count I would say count before for each execution, right? Okay guys, let's run this program, see what we get. So count before for each execution or before executing this link query using for each statement. on الكاونت طلع معنا 7. okay. اللي هم هذول number of returned elements 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. will count after executing the link query using the for each statement also 7. okay. which means that q1.count actually executes the link query and counts the number of elements inside it. okay. وهذا إشي كثير مهم. okay. So which means that when we invoke the extension methods they execute the link query. okay. again هون في أول واحد when we create a link query we don't execute it, but when we invoke the extension method هنا we execute the link query. alright. the link query. okay. هذا الاكسكيوشن بنسميه eager. okay. eager execution. وهذا الاكسكيوشن using for each بنسميه lazy execution. alright نسميه alright. طيب خلينا نعمل ميثود جديدة. اوكي خلينا نعمل ميثود جديدة هون just to try the new extension methods. So we're going to create public static void, I would say more extension methods. Okay, we just need to try them. More extension methods, and here I just want to create an array of integer numbers. Okay, I would say numbers and 4 5. Okay, so just an integer array of numbers from 0 to 5. all right, and what we used to do is we used to say q equals from no, I don't want to write that. Let's go back to the extension methods. So the first extension method that we need to learn about is the where. All right, is the where. We learned in the last lecture إنه النمبers هذول array والlist والlink, all of them are objects of type I enumerable. enumerable. Okay, عشان هو I enumerable معناته هم they will get all of the implemented methods in the enumerable class. So this one is I enumerable interface. Okay. Right. So since this one is a enumerable object, which means that all of those classes I can benefit from them. Okay. One of those classes is called where. So I can say, for example, numbers dot where. So this is like writing. So this is an eager execution of the LINQ query. It's like you are writing a LINQ query with this where condition. So the where is that for a given element e greater than, for example, 3. All right. So this statement, it says that, so it's like you're writing LINQ query. It's like var q1 equal from e and numbers where e is greater than 3, select e. Right. So this one I would say this one is var q1 equal, and this one is var q2. So this is statement. This one is eager execution, right? So this is like you are writing this LINQ statement from e in numbers where e greater than 3, select e. You can write it in only one statement. Numbers dot where for a given element e, return that element if it is like greater than 3, right? So if you want to execute this statement, we just say for each, for example, for each integer n in q1, just print out. I'm gonna print in the same line. Just print out that number. All right. Here I'll say n. Again, you can execute this one, and as you guessed it, you get the same result. So q2. Okay. So if we execute this one, more extension methods, I would invoke this one here from the main, and let's comment whatever we have here. Just leave this one. It's okay. All right. So here, if we execute it, we get 4 5 4 5. Let me put. Okay. So we get 4 5 from the first one, 4 5 from the second one. Oh, come on. All right. So we get 4 5 from the first statement. Forget this one, the first LINQ query. I will get 4 5 from the LINQ query that we learned in the previous lectures. All right. uh, so okay, so now we learn this where statement. Now for skip, let's go back to the code. Here we can see numbers dot skip. All right. So this method, um, for example, um, it's so for example, numbers, it has all of those numbers, and you want to, for example, skip 3. Okay, so we want to skip 3. Again, it's var q3 equals numbers dot skip. All right. All right. Okay, so here numbers that skip 3, if we execute it for enter and in q3, and then let's print out the same way we printed this one. Okay, so let's see. So this one, it's supposed to return, so this one it's supposed to return 3 0 1 2 3 4 5, but we skipped the first 3, elements. Okay. So this is, for example, it's important if you want, for example, if you want to do query, um, if you want to query numbers, and then you want to, for example, order them descending, so assuming that we have array that contains the salary of the employees. Okay, and we want to we want to list of the salary of the employees order descending, but we don't want to show, for example, the top 3 salaries. Okay, so we order them descending, and then we skip 3. So here we can say dot order by, or order by descending, right? And then here we are ordering by E, so it means that we are ordering by the elements inside this one by descending, and then we are skipping the first 3. All right, let's execute it. Again, we're supposed to get so order by descending, we're supposed to get 5 5 4 3 2 0 1 0, but because we skipped the first 3, we skipped the largest 3 numbers. Okay. So here, if we let me keep this one before this one. So this one means, so this statement mean q3, and I will say that this one is q4. So this one means order by descending of the elements inside this number, so it returns the elements in a descending order. This one does the same thing, but it skips the first 3 returned numbers. Again, so this one 5 4 3 2 1 0, this one is the same as the previous one, but it skipped the first 3 numbers. All right. So we're done with this one. Skip. Now let's talk about zip. So here we talked about where. So here we talked about where. Here we talked about order by descending. Right. And here we talked about skip, and now let's talk about zip. So zip is very important if you want to combine two, for example, two vectors or two data or two data sources. Okay, so if we have, like, for example, those numbers, and we have another numbers, like numbers 2. So we have two vectors. So this one is vector B, I would say. let's call it numbers 2. Okay, so you have those two numbers. This one has, okay, numbers 2. This one has the numbers, for example, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? 10, 11, and you want to zip those two arrays together. Okay, you want to like merge those two arrays together. So you say, like, for example, uh, numbers dot zip it with um, numbers 2. Okay, so now you are zipping numbers with numbers. Okay, so here we get two integer a and b, right? And what we want is that want to combine them, sorry, want to combine a plus b, right? So this means that numbers dot zip with numbers 2. So the zip numbers with numbers 2. So those two arrays. So we get like integer a from numbers, integer b from numbers 2, and then what we need to do is that we need to add a plus b, right? So let's see what we get here. What do I write? Let's copy this one. So now this one var q5. Yeah, okay. So we know that all of those are I enumerable. Okay, just keep it in your mind. This one is q5. Get this one too. All right. So let's execute this one. Okay. So here what we did is that we zip those two numbers together. So 0 plus 6, 6, 1 plus 7, 8, 2 plus 8, 10, 3 plus 9, 12, and etc. All right. Yeah. So I think there are still more extension methods. So last time we enumerable. So there are more methods in the enumerable. Okay. Like, for example, min and max. We talked about first and last. There's like count, distinct, any skip while a condition is satisfied. Some so there's like two array and two list, and those are important. So for example, once you have an I in your enumerable object, like for example q5 dot, you can get the two list of it. Okay, you can get two list of integer. Okay? You can store it in a list of integer. This is called like q5 list equal. So you can do the same thing for array. You can say like integer array q5 array q5 dot to array. Okay, so those are important also extension methods. All right, guys. I think that's it. Well, yeah. I think this is the what we have for more extension methods. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a lot, and I hope you will take a look at the extra methods that we have here in the enumerable class, and try different things. You will learn a lot from the LINQ and from those extension methods. They give you like a great capabilities. Okay. Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.